Hey there, this is Chad Garber, and in this video I'm going to show you how to play By Our Love by Christy Nockels on the acoustic guitar. Now if you've heard the song, the actual song, the main part of it is a piano, but what I did is I personally listened to the piano and I wrote an acoustic guitar part that works with her voice. And so this is actually an exclusive lesson because you're not going to find these tabs online because I pretty much made them up by listening to it. Okay, and there's 10 parts. There's 10 chords, okay? First chord is just a G. I'm going to go through what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through all the chords first, and then I'm going to show you the finger picking. So the first chord's a G, and all you're doing is putting your middle finger on the 3rd fret of the E string, your pointer finger on the 2nd fret of the A string, and then your ring finger on the 3rd fret of the B string, and your pinky finger on the 3rd fret of the high E string. Okay? And then another one is going to be, you're going to keep your ring finger and your pinky finger where they were, and you're going to put your pointer finger on the 2nd fret of the low E, and you're going to put your middle finger on the 2nd fret of the G. But you're not going to strum it, by the way, you're going to pick it, so I'm just showing you the chord structure though. Okay, and the next one you're going to do is you're just going to put your pointer finger on the 1st fret of the B string. Okay, and again, unless you're finger picking, it's not going to sound right. Okay, so then you're also going to do an E minor, which is just you putting your middle finger on the 2nd fret of the A string and your ring finger on the 2nd fret of the D string. And then there's also, so you're going to do a D in there, in some place. You're going to do a C in there. Okay, so the D, by the way, is you're going to put your pointer finger on the 2nd fret of the G string. You're going to put your middle finger on the 3rd fret of the B string, and you're going to put your you're going to put your pointer finger on the 2nd fret of the D string, of the G string. You're going to put your ring finger on the 3rd fret of the B string, and you're going to put your middle finger on the 2nd fret of the high E. That's a D. And then you're also going to do a C, which is your pointer finger on the 1st fret of the B string. You're going to put your middle finger on the 2nd fret of the D string, and you're going to put your ring finger on the 3rd fret of the A string. Also, you're going to do an alternation of that C. You're going to keep your pointer finger where it is. You're going to move your middle finger to the 2nd fret of the A string. And then also you're going to do an A minor, which is you're going to put your pointer finger on the 1st fret of the B string, and you're going to put your middle finger on the 2nd fret of the D string, and you're going to put your ring finger on the 2nd fret of the G string. And the only other part is you're going to do a G kinda, but you're going to put you're going to put your ring finger on the 3rd fret of the B string, and you're going to put your pinky on the 3rd fret of the high E, and you're going to put your pointer finger on the 2nd fret of the low E. Okay, and so what you're going to do though is you're going to finger pick these. Okay, and by the way, if you like these kind of videos, please feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and because I'm going to do at least one guitar lesson a week. And so if you do subscribe, you can hit that little notification bell, and you'll get one notification a week at least of me putting up a guitar lesson. I mean, you'll get other notifications because I do more than guitar lessons, but you'll get at least one guitar lesson in your email box once a week. Isn't that cool? All right. So anyway, so the finger picking is the first one. You're gonna take your thumb. Okay, you're gonna do that G one. Now just go back. You might have to pause it to figure out what the chords are again. I'm not gonna go through them again. So you're gonna do the G. And you're going to put your thumb on the low E, and you're going to put your ring finger on the B string. Okay, and you're going to pick those two together. Okay, and then you're going to pick those together, and by the way, the whole song you're going to hit 2 strings together every time you start a chord. So this one does that, the low E and the B, and then you're going to take your middle finger and pick the G string open, and then you're going to take your pointer finger and pick the D string open. And then you're going to go back and use your middle finger again to pick the G string. So the whole thing is. gonna do that second chord I told you about. You're gonna do that. You're gonna put your pointer finger on the second fret of the E string and your middle finger on the second fret of the G string, with your ring finger and pinky on the third fret of the B and E strings consecutively. And I'm not gonna go through that every time. Okay, so then we're gonna hit though. You're gonna do the same. So it's. You're just gonna hit. You're just gonna pick the low E and the B strings. Okay, and then you're also going to. Then you're going to use your middle finger to pick the G string again. So. Okay, and then you're going to hit. You're going to put your pointer finger on the first fret of the B string. Then you're going to pick the open A and the B string together. Then you're going to use your middle finger to hit the G string again. So. Then you're going to go back to the G, do it again. Same second chord. Do those three chords exactly like you did the first time. And then you're going to go to an E. And you're going to pick the open E with your thumb and the B with your ring finger. And you're going to pick the D string, the G string, the D string. So yeah, so you're going to hit the G string with your middle finger. Then you're going to hit the D string with your pointer finger, and then you're going to hit the A again with your thumb. So it's so. Okay, so you do it once like that. The next time you do it, you go. You end up on, then you strum. You pick those the E and the G again. And this time you just hit the G string. I'm sorry, the low E, B, and the low E and the B string together. But then the next time with your ring finger or with your middle finger, you just hit the G string. You don't go all the way through. So it's, got that? Okay, so here's the whole thing again. And then what you're going to do is you're going to hit all you're going to do is hit you're going to use your middle finger, hit the second fret of the low E. And that's all you're going to do. You're going to use your thumb, hit the low E, and your ring finger to hit the B. And here's this pass through. So it's like. I'm sorry. Actually, then you're also going to hit the G again. So it's not just so you hit you put your ring finger or the middle finger on the second fret of the low E, and you're going to use your thumb on the right hand to hit the low E and the B, and then you're going to also use your middle finger to pick the G. So. You go back to the G, and instead this time when you do the G, you do the whole. You pick the low E and the B again, but then you're going to use your middle finger to hit the G, D, A at that time. So. And then so you're going to do on that one. You're going to do the same thing you did a second ago. It's that cycle. It's the whole. You pick the G, D, and A, but then the next time you go, you just hit the G. So it's okay. So and actually on this one, you actually stop there. There's a pause. So it goes. All right, real quick, the whole thing again. And some of this you got to listen to me do it in order to be able to figure out the exact. I can't tell you every single detail. or I'll never get anywhere. Okay, I'll try it again. Okay, so I was wrong. So instead of going to the G, and you stop there. You stop at the G when you're doing the G. You stop by picking the low E and the B with your thumb and your ring finger consecutively. Okay. So then you start up again. So that does a little pause there. Then you do it again. It's exactly the same up to the G. This time you do what I said before. You pick the G, the B, or the G, the D, and the A. Okay, go. Then you go back to and now you do that. What you do is you just basically keep your ring finger and your pinky on the third fret of the B and the E, and you put your pointer finger on the second fret of the E. And then you pick that. You pick on the right side. You put the right hand. You pick the E and the B strings, and then the G string separately on the next song with your middle finger. That's kind of the pattern of the whole we've been doing. Just that again. Okay, so that goes. Then it goes to the C. I go to the C. I'm not going to tell you exactly how to do it. I'm just going to have you listen. I'm going to go real slow. Okay, I'll tell you. All right, so on the C, you're going to hit your thumb on the A string and your ring finger on the B. And you're going to pick the G and the D strings with your ring finger and your pointer finger. And then you're going to go back to the G string with your ring finger. And then you're going to move your middle finger to the second fret of the A string and take your other finger off, and you're going to do the same pattern. Then you're going to do an A minor and do the same pattern. And you're going to do it one more time. On the very first part, you do it twice. Okay, you hold the A minor twice. Then you're going to take your middle finger and put it on the second fret of the E string, and you're going to do that same pattern. Okay, and so then it goes in the chorus with just a G. This time you're going to hit the low E and the high E together with your thumb and your middle finger, or your ring finger. And you're going to use your middle finger to hit the B string and the G string and the D string. Okay, and then you're going to hit the D, and you're going to use your thumb to hit the D string, the open D, and you're going to use your you're going to use your ring finger for the high E, and the same pattern with your middle finger hitting the B and your pointer finger hitting the whatever is that, a G. So it's and then it goes back to this time when it goes back from the G, it goes to the high E. It doesn't go to the B, it goes to the high E. So it goes. So it doesn't go. It goes. So. Okay. Then it goes back to the C and does this is the chorus C. Okay, you hit the A string with your thumb, the E with your ring finger. You're going to hit with your middle finger. You're going to hit the B string and then the G string, and then you're going to go back to the high E with your ring finger. Okay, so it's. you're going to go back to the E and pick it the same way you did the first time. Then it's back to the same part, the beginning part again. Now the only difference is you stay on the A minor once this time. You don't stay on it twice. You go back to that part when you put you're basically doing an A minor with your middle finger on the second fret of the E string instead of the second fret of the D string. And then it goes back to the beginning. Then it pauses, and then it repeats. And so that's the entire song. I'm going to play the first section over it one more time. I'll play that whole part so you can hear it and learn it. And that should be it. So here we go. And then it just repeats. And so that is the song. Again, if you like this video, go ahead and give me a like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of these videos. And thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.